What's up, Jet fans? I just finished watching Game 15, Jets at Saints. Um, Another brutal loss. This is like three terrible losses in a row. 6-29. Uh, there's not a whole lot to say, and there hasn't been a whole lot to say for a while. Terrible game. That's about it. We lost to a Saints team that I really think we could have beaten. They're one of the worst teams in the NFL. They are hot though. To be fair, they've now won three in a row, but still, they're the Saints. They're not that good. A bad team, and we lost to them. So what does that make us? Shout out to Taysom Hill. I do want to say he made this game somewhat entertaining, just seeing what he can do. Right, there were like 5 field goals in a row, and then at least 5 field goals in a row means the game was kind of close. But then the Saints just blew everything up and completely destroyed us. So not a fun game at all. But I do just want to talk about the draft, because after this loss, means the Saints won. There's a bunch of other teams that were ahead of us in the draft that are losing as I'm recording this video. So we are probably going to be in a position to draft a quarterback. And I think everything that happened in this game should be signs to not draft a quarterback, at least super high up, because we are a terrible team. I really don't know what the issue is, right? So for a long time, the issue has been the offensive line, right? You could just say the offensive line. If we can fix the offensive line, we can be a good football team. And I do think that was actually the case for a bit, but this team's offensive line is fine. I don't think that this offensive line that we have right now is really that bad. 2 years ago, before we got Aaron Rodgers, it was always if we had a top 10 quarterback or a slightly above average quarterback, we could be a playoff team. But we got Aaron Rodgers. He got injured, but then we did have him, and the way he's playing with the Steelers, is an above average quarterback. And we couldn't do anything with injured Aaron Rodgers, but then healthy Aaron Rodgers. Right, so for a while, you could always point to one thing and be like, if we just fix this, it would be good. I don't know how true that was, but for this team, the Jets that we are watching right now, I don't think you can just point to one thing and be like, if we fix this, we'll be fine. Right? We have a solid offensive line, but we had 7 sacks against the Saints. If the Saints do one thing right, it is pass rushing, but they are a bad football team. And we had 7 sacks. You're going to put like a 21, 22, 23-year-old kid in that offensive line in the New York market. You're going to destroy him. You're going to set us back 5 years because we're going to have to just wait and see if he develops. Aaron Glenn is on the verge of being fired after his first year, so we're going to draft a quarterback this offseason. He's not going to be any good because he's going to be a rookie quarterback, and we all know rookie quarterbacks aren't that good. The team is going to panic, and we're going to fire Aaron Glenn, which then means that the rookie quarterback is going to have to go through 2 head coaches in 1 year or 2 years, which sets a quarterback back like 3 years in development if you look at how the other rookie quarterbacks are doing. So I really think drafting a quarterback and then, with this team that we have is terrible. There's going to be free agency, and maybe if we make really good free agent moves, then all of a sudden we can be a team that does something. But I'd like to see those free agent moves first, I guess, because there's not one thing you can fix, and then you can put in a rookie quarterback and say like, all right, this is fixed. We're going to be a good team now, and that's kind of what you need, right? The saying is that finding a franchise quarterback is half the battle. I kind of agree with that, but you don't know if you have a franchise quarterback unless you have something of a team around them. And we don't have that, right? Justin Fields, he's not good. He's worse than I thought he could have been, but he's not terrible. If he played winning games, he had a winning record with the Steelers last year. He was okay with the Bears. With us though, he's terrible. Tyrod Taylor, he was, I don't know, an improvement or a lateral. He's not very good. We're now throwing in a rookie. I get he's an undrafted rookie quarterback, but we're also throwing in a rookie quarterback. He's no good. I really don't think the quarterback position is what we need to fix first. I think we should upgrade that position, right? I'm not saying let's go back with Justin Fields. So that's not what I'm saying. But we shouldn't spend the number 1 overall pick or the number 2 or number 3 overall pick, whichever one we end up having, on a quarterback this year. Because because, not to mention that the quarterbacks in this draft class aren't that good. But I don't know. We'll see how the draft shakes up, and we'll see what free agent moves we make. Because, right, if we somehow, which we don't have, we have a lot of cap space, but we're not going to have this much cap space. But if we somehow get another number one wide receiver, Garrett Wilson is fully healthy, the offensive line maybe gets a small upgrade. The defense, whatever Aaron Glenn is doing, he does the opposite, and our defense is good again. Right, because we also got rid of our two best defensive players, and then we've re-signed Breece Hall. If we can do all of that, then maybe a rookie quarterback we can draft a rookie quarterback and develop him, right? Because when you're drafting a rookie quarterback that high up, you are developing them. And to develop a rookie quarterback, you either have to sit them and not let them play, which the New York media market will never do, the Jets will never do, Aaron Glenn, to save his job, will never do. So then you have to start that rookie quarterback, and then they're learning on the fly. And the best way to learn on the fly, look at how all the other good teams do it. They give them somewhat of a supporting cast. Obviously, the quarterback elevates the rest of the team, but the rest of the team can elevate the quarterback. There's a reason Justin Fields was good on the Steelers and terrible with us. So yeah, just I'm begging the Jets, don't draft a rookie quarterback. After this week, we're probably going to shoot up in the draft rankings because a lot of the bad teams are losing, and a lot of the bad teams won this week, are winning this week, and we are lost. So it's going to be really tempting, and Aaron Glenn is probably going to try to save his job by drafting a rookie quarterback and throwing him out there. But I think the best football move is not to do that, to get another journeyman, right? I'm not saying Justin Fields is the answer. Get another journeyman, sign him on a 1 or 2 year contract, see what he can do, and build around that quarterback to then hopefully have a solid team, right? Because our team is terrible. Our team is one of the worst teams in the NFL. And throwing a kid in there in the New York market is not going to solve that. We've tried that like 5 times in a row. Yeah, the weeks we are bad. We're one of the worst teams in the NFL. This was supposed to be our winnable game. We get to play the Patriots and the Bills next, and they are competing for playoff positioning, so they're gonna go all out. They are divisional games, and you never know what happens in a divisional game. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this week down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about the draft. Don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.